Hello and welcome to Mad Old Goes Racing, and today we're going to have a look in rFactor 2 at the in-game store that's been added. Now this was added late October. I didn't have a look at it at the time it came out because I didn't really have a lot of new content to be able to purchase to show you what it could or couldn't do. So now that the latest Q4 stuff has dropped, there is some more stuff available, so it should help demonstrate what it can and can't do. Right, first things first, when you open rFactor 2, you'll see a button at the top here that says Store. It's also available under this big button here. Quite why they needed to add a big button there when there's a button there at all times, I don't know, but whatever, it gets there from both. So if I load the store up, it should sort of go to the featured stuff, which is obviously going to be all the stuff that's in the Q4 pack. The Q4 drop, which is 2 cars, 4 tracks. If you click on the info, it should tell you what's in everything. So BMW 330 BTCC car, the van wall, and 4 laser scan circuits, Bahrain, Thruxton-Croft and XL London. So let's have a quick look at everything, because the idea of what it should do is it should know what you've already got and it should suggest things you can buy based on what you don't own. So for example, it's saying to me I can buy the Q4 pack because I obviously don't own it. It's only just dropped. I haven't bought it yet. I will be, because I want to have a look at everything in it and do a little video about it probably. British track pack, the Formula E pack, and then a load of stuff from Kartsim. So we'll go through, and if I go, British tracks, that sounds interesting, go info. It's 4 tracks, the Croft, Thruxton, Donington and Brands, and my brain's going, but I'm sure I already own Donington and Brands, so why is it offered that? Well, it's offered that because it's got 2 circuits in it that I don't own. So if I go add item to basket, it actually comes up with the, oi, don't do that. You've actually got missing items from this pack, but it would probably be cheaper to buy it individually. Or, yeah, because you'd be paying for 4 circuits on the cheap rather than buying 2 individual circuits. Now, I know for a fact they're like £6.90 or something, so I can't remember what it said that was. It must have said that was 17 quid. So yeah, it would definitely be cheaper. Apart from which, you'd be buying the same thing twice. Only you wouldn't, because you can't buy the same thing twice. So it's doing what it said it should do as far as that's concerned. If I go to the Formula E, I should get something similar from that, because I don't own the London E pre-circuit. I've got everything else in there, but not that. So again, that would save double booking something. Got the all-in-one pack. Obviously that's all new stuff, so if I go add to basket, it's going to go, you haven't got any of this, I'll add it, which is great, and doing exactly what it should say. So now it says it's in my basket, which if I go to my basket, I can now purchase it. Not that I'm going to. You can also go up here if you've decided I don't want it really, and remove it. Bit of a weird way of doing it, to actually wait until you hover over it to actually give you a button to get it back. But there are a couple of anomalies, shall we say, and they revolve around the Kartsim stuff. Now, this is where I got to when I looked at it when it first came out. Is the only thing I had that was coming up was the Kartsim stuff, and it confused the crap out of me basically, because if I go down to this Kartsim stuff, it's offering me like the full package, the European tracks, the karts, the UK tracks, and a Kartsim upgrade pack. Now, I got offered the full pack, and I went, well, okay, I'm pretty sure I own some Kartsim stuff, so if I go to add this, should it not be telling me that I own some stuff? And it doesn't. It just went and put it in the basket. So I thought, what? So when I have a look in the tracks, and you can go into the individual tracks and individual cars, and it should sort of show you everything you've already got in your library down here. So as you scroll down, it'll go, here's all your potential tracks you can buy. as individual tracks. And if you scroll down, it should give you everything you already own. So sort of like Hong Kong E-Pre, and then you get down to Kart Sim, and it's Adria, IIyama, and Kostanistad, or Christian, however you pronounce that one. So it's saying I own 3 Kart Sim tracks. And if we go back to the packs and go back to here and have a look, IIyama, Adria, Kostanistad are in that list. So why has it offered it to me? And why has it not told me I already have that? I'm a bit confused. So, if I go, right, okay, I own those 3 apparently. What do I own in the way of cars? Well, apparently there's this Kart Sim T4 series, whatever that is. No idea. If I scroll down, there's meant to be 5 Kart Sim cars. F, G, H, I, J, K? Nothing. Nada. Not a thing. There has not been any individual option to buy Kart Sim carts. And there's only been those 3 tracks. So, what it looks like has happened here, as far as the Kart Sim stuff is concerned, is because they don't offer every single part of it as an individual item, it's not going to tell you that you're potentially going to buy something that you already own. If I actually go to the basket, and I'll just delete that because I definitely don't want to buy that because I already own it all. If I actually go in and have a look at my content, I think I can do it this way. Is this the quickest way to do it? Maybe, maybe not. If I scroll down, hopefully, right. KS Adria, IIyama, Buckmore, Gladagors, Kristianstad, PFI. I actually own 6 tracks. Not 3, 6. And if we go down to the cars, which are down here somewhere, I hope, we should have some KS stuff in the way of carts, hopefully, as well. So we've got the KS Rental and the X30. So I own 6 Kart Sim tracks, 2 Kart Sim carts, yet the store doesn't seem to want to acknowledge the fact that I do own those. So potentially I could buy the Kart Sim stuff, even though I already own it, by deciding to buy the whole bloody lot at 36 quid, which is a big outlay, and end up getting screwed. Now, there does happen to be a Kart Sim upgrade pack, and if I look at that, all of the Kart Sim packages actually include the 5 carts, apart from this one, which is 3 carts and 4 tracks, and those 4 tracks are the 4 I don't own, and I'm assuming the 3 carts are the 3 I don't own. So that's what I would need to buy to complete my Kart Sim stuff, but there's no warnings about it, there's nothing. So if I go to any of these, the cart pack, if I add that, it just says it's in the basket. I add that, add that, add that. I can add all of it. So I can literally buy, not just once, but twice, buy the same thing. So, yeah, it's a case of good effort, but a few minor issues. So I would say until they sort out things like this Kart Sim business, be a bit careful and make sure you know what you got before you start pressing buy buttons. On the things that do say, yeah, you shouldn't be buying that, you should be buying that, great. But when it comes to the Kart Sim stuff, I don't know if there's any other issues, because like I said, I don't have all these other bits to buy, and I'm not going to go and log in on a separate account and try and buy everything just to see what works and what doesn't. But definitely in terms of the Kart Sim stuff, if you've already got those 6, you just need the upgrade pack. So if you bought the previous Kart Sim pack, which had those 6 tracks and 2 carts in it, then you'd get that one. I'm not sure what this other Kart Sim cart is. No idea. So until I actually purchase the other bit to see whether or not the T4 series is in it, I don't know whether this is actually in those 5 or not, because not one of the Kart Sim things actually mentions what carts are in it, which is a bit strange, but there you go. So basically that's it. You can buy things individually still. So if you decided you wanted to like the van wall, but you didn't want the BMW, you could buy just the van wall. And if you weren't interested in the UK tracks, which you should be, because Croft and Thruxton are both really good circuits. But like I said, I will be purchasing them and I will be checking them out later. But it's just me having a quick look at this to see whether or not it actually lives up to the rhetoric, and it does up to a point, but you still have to be careful. So it does make it easier. You don't have to go through every individual item in the Steam bit and go, oh, select it, oh, it's actually in my Steam library, and go back and have another look. So in terms of that, it does get over some of the problem, but it does still have a few shortfalls. Every single item that they have ever sold needs to be individually available so they can actually keep an eye on what you got and what you haven't got. So things that are only available as packs, or in limited cases partly available as single items like the kart sim stuff, can still screw you over. So be a bit careful. But apart from that, it is a worthwhile addition. I'll probably still go into Steam to buy this stuff, but because I'm not sure what actually happens when you press the buy button, and I'm not about to show you my credit card details. Oh, bad enough I having wankers phone up trying to con me out of my bank account as it is. So from me for now, enjoy your racing, and I'll be back soon with some more in rFactor 2. I'll get my brain in gear in a minute. Have fun, enjoy racing, see you soon. Where's my button?